Hey folks, welcome back to Reclaiming the Sword. I know it's been a really long time since I've posted anything. Lots been going on. It's not because I've given up or anything like that. It's just other priorities in life have to come first. And the last time I made a video, I said, till the next time, God, gives me fills my heart with a message I want to share. That's the next time I'll see you. So, yeah, we're in a new house now. That's another change. We had to move out of our other house that we were renting here in Germany and move on post, which has been good for the kids because now they're around other more kids. There was hardly any children in our German neighborhood, and but they're doing good. I don't have the same equipment. I was using all Laura's equipment for editing videos, so unfortunately I don't have the ability to do all the music and images to invoke emotional responses and stuff like that right now. I do plan on getting a new computer soon, but the computer I use right now, it just can't handle all that background stuff. Editing is completely impossible. So I'm just going to do simple from my phone for now, and share with you that way till I get my new computer, which should come soon. I'm not sure. I got a few things to pay for first. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys this something that's been on my mind for a long time. This happened maybe a couple years ago, year and a half ago. Well, I'll just start reading it and you get the idea, but it really plays into our supernatural trust for God's will, Anyway, so I call it childlike trust. No, well, that's what I don't call it that, but that's what we're supposed to do, is have childlike trust for Jesus Christ. And this is the example I saw one day. And so here, I'll start reading it. So one day I was sitting in a van at the Frankfurt airport waiting to pick up some folks for work. It was late at night, 10 or 10:30. Well, at least I think it was 10 or 10:30. I remember it being very dark, cold, noisy. As I waited, I began watching and observing all the people coming out of the arrival gate. All kinds of examples of humanity going by. Long-awaited greetings of loved ones, exhausted faces waiting for a pickup, hurried groups making their way to the next stop. Eventually, I observed a young family go by. They were pushing along all of their luggage, the type of luggage that rolls on wheels. Dad had his little girl sitting on the top of his suitcase, giving her a ride as it substituted as a stroller. She couldn't have been more than 3 years old. Tiny little legs that didn't even hang off the edge of the suitcase, and her little hands holding onto the plastic collapsible handle. No idea where she was going, how to get to the next junction of their journey, or even how much further they must travel. Or when the next meal will be, where she'll sleep, but it doesn't matter to a 3-year-old. This little girl is not concerned with all that stuff. She's not intimidated by the size and scope of the world she's not even familiar with. She's not even worried about falling off the suitcase Dad has her on, because her Father has her. Her Father is guiding her. He won't let her fall, get lost, go hungry, or not have a place to sleep. She has absolute trust in her Father, who has absolute love for her. She doesn't try to go her own way. She doesn't scream that she's too high up or going too fast. And why would she? She trusts that Dad will take care of it. So she just holds on and lets Dad be her guide in the journey. This is why Jesus wants us to approach him with childlike innocence. Imagine if we trusted God like this girl trusts Dad. Imagine if we never imposed our will in our journey home. that simplistic joy and peace of a child with love for dad as she rides on a suitcase in a big unknown world. What would it be for us if we did that? It can be us if we approach Jesus with childlike trust and let him be our guide. For that short moment as I watched, I wanted to be that girl. I wanted to trust with childlike innocence God's guiding hand. I wanted it so bad. At the time when I witnessed this, I was going through quite a lot. I was one of the few who said no to the COVID compliance. I said no to pinching incense for Jupiter, no to consuming the sacrifice to idols. I faced so much uncertainty afterwards. Every day for a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer. I wondered if today was a day that I am to be purged from the ranks. I struggled to not be consumed with anger and resentment. Then I saw this sign from God right before it got worse. I saw the sign, I read the message, but I didn't behave like a child in trust. I didn't behave like that little girl. I was more like a teenager. But Jesus Christ is merciful. He would eventually send me another sign of his greatness that would teach me yet again, trust in me. Trust in me when you are humbled. When you are poor, when you cry out. No matter how many times I forget and stumble, God does not. Because we are his children. And he guides us in this journey. We could all be like that little girl. Or we could all be like the moody teenager. No, I don't want to go this way. I want to go that way. Where are you taking me? Where are we going here? Oh, man. It stuck with me. It stuck with me for the last year and a half, 2 years, thinking about that little girl. I kept wanting to be her. But, man, I had a hard time. I had a hard time doing it. It took quite a bit more for me to finally just sit down, hang on, go for the ride. So, anyway, normally when I do these videos, I spend a lot of time thinking about what words I'm going to say, and I write them down. Otherwise, I'll just be rambling like a moron. So, to spare all of you me trying to find the right words to wrap this all up, I'm just going to leave you with what I said. And I hope that you take the time to listen to it and apply it to your own life and how your relationship with Jesus Christ and how you trust him. Are you like me sometimes? You act like that stubborn kid that won't just sit down and be at peace and trust dad to do the work? Or you like that little girl who's just like, I'm along for the ride because dad's going to show me where to go. Anyway, I hope and I pray that we all can be more like that little girl. So, as far as that said, any other updates I got for you from here on out? I'm no longer getting kicked out of the military over the COVID stuff that ended literally just on the nick of time. I think it was the day before Christmas. You know, it took about another 5 months for all the punishments to finally get reversed. So life is seemingly normal. Just waiting for my time now. It was a long, hard road for me to be more humble than I thought I could ever be, and it's still learning, and I still honestly have a lot of regrets for my behavior. I was angry quite a bit because I wasn't like that little girl. But new challenges are coming down the pike, and we're about to face those as a family. And after everything I learned, whatever comes, it's Jesus, I trust in you, and your will is perfect. Mine is not. So, all right, gang. It's good to see you all again. Well, I mean, I can't really see you, but it's good to be back again. Maybe I'll see you in another 5 to 7 months. I don't know. Until that time, stay rigid.
Media Vita